Bortle here at the YCS Team Vegas event. My goodness, with top 16.
Yes,
Please introduce yourselves to the world, guys.
I'm Zachary Rodriguez.
Hector.
Lara.
Let's
Team,
go.
D-Boys. This isn't the exact order we played in. It's actually A, B, C, but
Okay.
I just wanted to share a lot of thoughts about the deck. But yeah, this is a crazy tournament. I don't know if I can do my shout-outs first.
Yeah, of course. Let's go ahead and just get shouts
let's
out
get it
there.
out of the way.
Yeah.
I just want to shout out everybody who helped me get here. My boys, Nate, Danton, this entire deck. My team, of course. Everybody in the D-Boys Discord and the D-Boys chat. Everybody who put input into the deck. Especially shout out to my boys, Chris and Carlos. They helped me test a lot. Like I'm the type of person who I like to build a deck. I like to play a lot of games to see what works and what doesn't. And they helped me do that, like hours and hours of testing. Everybody from Houston who cheered us on. Shout out to Miles, Austin, and Corey for letting me stay at their place for a couple nights. And shout out to Team Opposition. They also helped me bum off of them for a couple nights. So yeah, if I missed anybody, shout out to Michael. I only give Michael a shout out. There you go. This is the shout out. This is the shout out. And yeah, if I forget anybody here, I'm sorry. You guys.
I got shout outs too. Shout out to Opposition, first of all, my boy Alfred.
Yes.
Always taking care of us. Shout out to my boy Carlos. I pretty much used all his cards. Shout out my boys, Julian,
Yes, sir.
Michael. We all played the same deck. My boy
There you
Kai.
go.
Yeah. Yeah, I think out of everybody in the tournament, we're the only people playing this deck.
And shout out my boy Jose, because he let me use a Sprite deck at home, and I told him, hey, add more Kashtira cards to this, and then that's how the deck got created.
Yeah,
He just grinded it out.
It started with the Fenrir.
Nice. Any shouts?
Also, shout out Danton, lent me cards so I can use this weekend. I had to find last minute. Jackie Ching, Guillermo. Also, let me borrow the whole Sprite core basically. I know I'm saying the Filthy Wages chat. Everyone in there.
Shout out Filthy Wages.
D-Boys chat, obviously, in our Discord. If I'm forgetting anybody, I'm sorry. All of Houston, thank you for all your support. It was really exciting.
Nice. And guys, this is identical decks. Everyone played the same deck.
Actually, we had two teams play the exact same deck, card for card. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, without further ado, we'll get started.
Shows the goo, man.
Yeah, so it's Kashtira Sprite. So we played the 6 of the 1-card starters and just one of the other extenders, which is a Scareclaw because it was actually it's an extender that's proactive against your opponent whenever you need to out stuff. So this is the best card in that slot. And that's it for the Kashtira lineup. We didn't play the other one. Now for the Sprite cards, it's kind of like the best cards in the deck.
My goodness.
Yeah, 2 blues, 2 jet, 1/1. So what these cards all they did for the deck is just solve the issue of like how does the deck play through like hand traps, or how does the deck, the Kashtira deck, how does it play through hand traps, or how could it set up an interruption through like an eclipse? And it was almost always these cards. They didn't conflict at all because the Theosis only locks you into XYZs and like Sprite XYZs a lot. So you end up like just comboing off with the you do the Kashtira stuff first, and then you show them these cards, and then they're like, oh, you're playing Sprite?
Oh man.
It gets wild. And then the engine that ties both engines together is this. Because your Kashtira cards help you make Sprine, and then Sprine gets you to this, which gets you to your whole Sprite engine. And that's what we wanted. Like, we just wanted to be able to play through stuff consistently, be able to make good boards, have good setup, and then got good follow-up.
Also, the Sprite engine and the Kashtira engine turbo Zeus out the best.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Going second, we're either killing you or we're wiping your board. There was literally no in between. We actually lost a lot of dials and we just ended the game.
Oh man.
The only other monster is Ash. So it's the best hand trap right now, hands down. It stops the Eclipse, and stopping Planet against Pure is actually pretty good. Like if you're reading that they have a weak hand, and obviously this on Theosis is broken. Not much to say there. For the spells, the best spells in the deck: Planet, Terraforming to get the Planet, the 3 starters, and Foolish. These all help you get to. Obviously these are more specific for the Sprite combos, and obviously this can get you the Kashtira combos, but also got you to the Sprite stuff, which is why we like the deck a lot. It just synergized super well with each other.
I think Foolish was the most insane card.
Yeah, Foolish was crazy. It just
when I couldn't go to Sprite, I had Foolish, semi-nimble. Really? I started XYZing. I just killed him to it.
Yeah, a lot of times when they see you something like Kashtira, they book it and they think they won the game, and then you start playing Sprite. It's like the engine requirements, Smashers, the Birth, and the Theosis. These cards aren't necessarily the worst to draw, obviously, because they do something in your hand, but you need other cards for them to do something. So they're not what you want to be opening with a lot of time, except Birth if you have Hector.
The Smashers was almost double cross.
Yeah, it was almost double cross.
This is another going first interruption, but we need the versatility.
I'm glad we played the Smashers. smashers.
removal
Yeah,
smashers.
I'm glad we played it. Yeah, it was good against the trap deck. We played 6 books.
Wow.
Yeah, we were originally on 9 books, but I got talked out of it because apparently the 3rd book was just too much.
OG Book Moon?
OG Book of Moon, yeah. I was gonna.
The problem with that book was setting one card just isn't enough. half the
Yeah,
time.
that was the main problem with it. We're like these, like literally both of these just break a full cash board. Especially with the deck we're playing, we're like breaking it, just it's like really that simple.
Lunar Eclipse takes care of the 2 cards we're worried about, which is just the Zone Locker and the Rise Heart.
Yeah.
We'll get Radia Bows, we don't go anyone.
Oh, actually, the Lunar was actually really good because in our deck, so contrary to Eclipse, when you Eclipse them, you can almost never kill them. But when you do this, you get rid of the problems, and then you actually do kill them because if that one face up monster is actually just game.
We'll explain that later.
Yeah. And then 2 talents for like the last like defensive cards. Yeah, this card was an amazing card in the deck. Every time I drew it, I felt like I was in a winning position. I might consider playing a 3rd in the future, but not sure. And the last card is this card. This card's really good because it makes your Unicorn on 1 card Kashtira combo, but I don't know if I'll play it again. It was kind of like 50-50. Like you're almost never resolving Kashtira combo this format. It's kind of funny.
What's the main deck count, boys?
42.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, we argued a lot on that one.
Tactics was the last edition.
Yeah, tactics make the deck 42.
It was worth it, right?
Oh yeah. Now for the XCs, I want to introduce the best card in the extra deck. That's this card. Yep, this card. That's what made this deck like insane because every Kashtira deck can break your board. We can not only break your board, we can kill you too. Like you can set up your full combo uninterrupted, and then if this is in our extra deck still, by the time it's our turn, we're killing it. So yeah, this card was awesome. Gym Buster, this is how we're making disruptions when we're going for Sprite stuff. We're ending on this carrot a lot because Blue Jet makes it. Too Gigantic, it's a really solid card. Not much to say on that one. Downerd, this was the 15th card in the extra deck. Again, caused a lot of arguments, but it's fine. This is our for hire, honestly, for me, or the second Sprine. That was between all those. And that's whatever, like the smaller XCs for the rank 7s is it's 1 Shangri-La, 1 E1, go for the combo. Nobody ever takes it out anyway, so you don't even play more than that. Draco Sack, another MVP.
MVP.
Yeah.
MVP?
Yes. That card makes Fenrir the full Sprite combo.
Yeah, we can show that too if you want, but yeah, this card was insane. This is what tied both, this and another card in extra deck tied both engines together. My Hacker for the combo. This card's just insane because I was playing Prosperity, so like even in the after turn 1, if you don't resolve cash combo, you get into a game state where like they have a lot of face down banish because they're Prosperity and you're fendering, unicorning, where like you get this, resolve it, and like you're banishing like the rest of the engine face down. So My Hacker, pretty solid card. We played 2 Arise Heart. This was for the Kashtira matchup going second. Like there was no way they could rip this or the 2 Zeus from the extra deck. So towards where like you couldn't Zeus them, and that was like the main point. Because if they put this in our extra deck, puts them where they can't Shangri-La, and they're in our standby phase, because that means any Kashtira monster we have is 1 card Zeus, literally. So it literally puts them when they can't do it. I don't know that we play the second one again though. It's 50-50. I want to play 3 links. We play the Sprine and MVP card. Card just does a lot for the deck. We played Barricade Board Blocker. This was to combo off with the Draco Sack to make our Sprine combos, because obviously summons the tokens. And tokens just help you make this into Sprine. And the best link we played was this one. This card right here is the other card that ties both engines together, because it says you can use 2 monsters at the same level, and then summon, and then when you summon it, you summon 2 monsters with the same level from the graveyard in hand. So you can use 2 level 2s and then summon a level 7 and level 7 from the hand, and make a rank 7 out of nowhere.
Yeah, the awkward, like sometimes it'd be awkward hands. That's why we added this card. So if you open like Fenrir and any level 2, you go Fenrir, add Unicorn, summon the 2, make Sprint, special 2 Anglers, and use the 2 Anglers to make the Bujin.
Beavers.
Beavers. Yeah. And then the Bujin will summon the Unicorn you added and the Fenrir from grave to make a rank 7. And then you can overlay the Sprint and the Bujin for Gigantic.
Yeah, a lot of times the board was like this, right? You summon these 2, you summon 2 level 7s, right? Make Shangri-La, and then these 2 get overlaid for the Gigantic. I used the full Sprite combo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can summon a Rice Heart as well. But that's the extra 15. Super tight, super tight. That's
Also,
like
discard Angler is crazy.
Oh yeah, that's the main reason we play. It's it's the combo of a Draco Sack, but also overlaps in that way where like you discard Angler from the hand, and randomly you do play field spells and a continuous spell that you can add back if it happens to be in the graveyard. So that was really solid on that card. It was like super well rounded.
Plus you.
And side deck, I played 3 Nib, 3 Shifter. This was like the FDK Rogue combo decks, right? We didn't know what to expect. New format, everybody's gonna dust off their old favorite decks and try to play. Never saw this card. I don't think I excited it in. I don't know that I'll cite it again. What about you guys?
Never saw it. Excited it, never saw it.
Nah, Nib has to be in your deck. You have to put people on like respect the card or else they're getting Nib. Two Thrust, 2 Lightning Storm, Heartbeat, Change of Heart. Basically, these are all like Thrust cards, right? Yeah, these are all really solid. I probably would not change this ratio. Like I thought this was really solid. Then we play 2 Barrier. Again, you can set off a Thrust if that ever comes up. But it's not a hand trap heavy format, I feel like, at least from what I saw. So that almost never comes up. It was just there for like that interaction in case that ever came up. And the last card we played is the best time card in the game, Red Resonator. This collectively as a team, it won us 1 match. But other than that, it just never did anything else.
That's good. Good Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yes, sir. But yeah, that's the deck. Yeah, so the Fenrir stuff was it was nothing too crazy. So like, just so people know.
Okay, bonus combo.
Yeah,
guys.
bonus combo. So basically, if you open just Fenrir, you can like special the Fenrir, right? Search the Rice Heart, and what they don't tell you about a Rice Heart is that it only locks you if you special summon it, right? So you can just normal summon a Rice Heart, banish any Kashtira card, overlay for Draco Sack, summon the tokens. You use it, so you summon this, summon the tokens, and it's important here that you link the Draco Sack and the token away for the blocker because it requires summons with different names, and after that you just make Sprite. And that's not to mention if you have like any other cards like to follow it up, like to go along with the combo just keeps getting better.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Well, guys, congrats on top 16. Yeah.
Thank you.
Very innovative deck.
Also, if I can shout out my Twitch, Hectorology, I stream periodically, but probably gonna do a lot of streaming this week, so if you could.
That's what's
check
up.
that out.
We'll pin that in the comment section down below,
Sir.
guys. And until next time, everyone, Bortle out.